Hello, this is Clyde Shirati from Africa Media Australia. My guest tonight is Samuel Sakama. How are you going, Samuel?
Hey, Clyde. I'm good. How you going?
Good, good. Samuel is from the Liberian community. Samuel, tell us a bit about yourself, your journey into Australia.
I came to Australia in 2008, and like other migrants, I had quite a bit of challenges in finding job and everything. But I had to go to uni and took some odd jobs here and there, and now I'm in settlement. I'm happy with what I'm doing now. So I work for Spectrum Migrant Resource Center.
Oh, that's good.
And, yeah.
All right. And what was your first impression of Australia when you arrived? How did you find it?
When I got here, my expectations were quite high, and yeah, those expectations, it was a bit of challenge as well for having a higher or very high expectation. But it turns out to be well as well. So it's always good to have a plan and you have a target and you go for the target.
Well, it looks like you've done quite well anyway. For someone who doesn't know much about Liberia, give us a bit of a brief story about Liberia.
So Liberia was founded in 1822 as a result of the abolition of the slave trade, and the free slaves came back to Africa and
from the U.S.
From the U.S. And that's how we got our history. So the word Liberia means is from liberty, libera, free, and that's how Liberia was. It's our history, kind of good history, but it turns out for the indigenous people.
All right.
As well.
And I understand there's been some sort of tension between the ex-slaves who returned to Liberia and the indigenous population there. Give us a bit more details about that.
So according to our history, there's a lot of evidence that there was nothing sort of issue of class until the ex-slaves arrived. So what happened in Liberia was a turnaround. So the ex-slaves arrived and they enslaved the Aboriginal people. And we've always had tensions.
Which led to, I suppose, to the war in 1989, was it? The Civil War?
Yeah, which led to the Civil War, a very brutal one, and it lasted for 14 years. And as a result of that war, 98% of the Liberians that are here came as a result of that war.
And they started coming to Australia from around what?
From around sort of 2002, 2003, but in 2005 is where we had the charter flights. So 2005 is sort of the peak year.
All right, so most Liberians came to Australia around 2003?
Yeah, the 2005 is a big year.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the number of Liberians overall in Australia? Do you have that number?
We try to research it. That's part of the work that I do. So I'm interested in keeping that community data. And so according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, it's around 3,600 when we check their website. But I think within community, we are a bit more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And is there any state where there are more Liberians than other states? Or the majority of them are in Victoria? Or tell us a bit how they are distributed around the country, so to speak.
Yeah, I think sort of looking at the Australian humanitarian program, I think more people came to South Australia, but now people move within states. So South Australia, Victoria, and New South Wales and Queensland are a kind of a peak, the peak population in those states. But you also have Liberians in Darwin and in Perth and Tasmania. But sort of people are moving out from Tasmania. A lot of people that came to Tasmania actually
to Victoria.
Moved to Victoria, yeah.
I see. And that's happening actually with other communities, even my own Congolese community. There's a lot of, there's a second migration, so to speak, from Tasmania to Victoria. All right. Can you tell us some of the challenges that your community is facing?
The challenges are like other migrant communities actually. The challenges are around employment, family issues as well, family settlement issues, and looking after families back home. A lot of people are here, they are just one or two persons from their family, they have to look after family back home. So sort of challenge.
But it looks like the community is doing quite well because you don't get to hear much from the Liberian community, which probably means good news. I mean, no news, good news, is it?
Yeah, no news, good news. Sort of, we are impressed with that sort of. But the other end is that I think we get forgotten.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're so impressed to be on AMA, and then we can highlight some of the issues in our community as well. That we are a small community,
Yeah.
but we are here and we are present. So yeah, and we would like these sort of opportunities.
All right. And what are some of the successes you can point to from your library, from your community?
So looking back now, because between 2008 and up to present, like I've been looking at doing more research about the community and counting. So
Yes.
I do the numbers, and I think more people are in school today. More young people are in universities, and we have students like sort of in every university here in Victoria at the moment, because we have students in Ballarat.
Yeah.
So that was good, and more people are working in our community. We still work. There's still some level of unemployment like other communities, but more people work. Yeah.
All right. I attended one of your events last year. I think it was in July. There's this huge number of Liberians descended into Melbourne and took over the city, so to speak. Tell us more about that.
That event is the Liberian independence. So since 2006, it's been celebrated by interstate.
Yeah.
So we have this national body, the big body called FOLICA, the Federation of Liberian Communities in Australia.
Yeah.
And FOLICA is coordinates that one state have the event every year. This year we'll be heading to South Australia, so we're looking forward to it.
So it's like you nominate a site, and then the whole of the community from around the country goes there, and that's how
it's so good. It gives people the chance. Liberians like the Congolese community and other African communities people have not seen their family members for a while.
Yes.
It's a reunion. So
Yes.
yeah.
All right. That's very good. What's your last message to your fellow Liberians, Liberian Australians, and the broader African and Australian community out there?
I would like to say to the Liberian Australian community that this country presents opportunities, and follow your heart. Go and chase up those opportunities if you can. And also, we are a small group. We need more people. We need more success stories. And then so we'll be able to profile our community in the broader community. And for the broader Australian community and African community, we're here, we're in Sunshine, we're in Victoria, and we in Australia. Interact with us. We are open, and we're looking forward to most other opportunities like AMA.
All right, Samuel Sakama, thank you very much for your time to Africa Media Australia. We're very delighted to have you here, and in fact, you're the first Liberian person we've received on AMA, so I suppose this opens the door to many more Liberians to come to AMA. We're open all the time, so let more Liberians come and tell us those beautiful stories and the challenges that you are facing in your community. Until next time, God bless you, and thank you anyway.
Thanks
you
for
again.
the opportunity.
No worries. That was it, folks. Keep watching AMA.